Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and fish in the fish tanks. We are here live from Abu Dhabi for Division 5. I'm joined tonight by Keeper. He raced last night in the Division 4 race, done a fantastic job going from P20 to P8. How are we tonight, Keeper? And talk us through how your race went last night, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Nishka. Doing very well, thank you, mate. Yeah, look, it was a bit of a frustrating start to that one. Unfortunately, I lost the rear end coming out of the second last corner and ended up in a wall in quali and didn't set a lap time, so that meant starting from the back of the grid. Yeah, felt like I got off to a pretty decent start in the race. Was pretty aggressive early. Obviously helped a lot with track position early on by a lot of people having some damage in lap one and jumping into the pits, which gained me a few positions. Some damage in lap one. From there, yeah, it was really just heads down and keep grabbing my positions where I could grab them and yeah, and then defend a bit towards the end. Unfortunately, I got myself a penalty with about 2 laps to go. Otherwise, I think I would have gone up to P6. But yeah, overall, I was pretty happy with my race considering how I started it.
Yeah, pretty good race from you last night, mate. We see Sick Party saying if Keeper was in the kick last night, he may have won less yesterday. Well, we'll have to wait to see how the kicks are going to go this season. Sick Party, I'm interested to see how you do go as the TP of kick. Talk us through this grid tonight, Keeper. We are looking at Division 5 tonight. That's enough for Division 4. So talk us through this grid, and do you want to talk us through the drivers that are here, mate?
Yeah, mate, so we've got Yahuga in the Mercedes, Grego in a McLaren, Narismo in the RB, Jay-Z in the Williams, Nia Eshe in the Ferrari, Romy One Kenobi in the Alpine, Milano in RB, Shining Swarm or Shining Piastri in the kick, Mr. Panda in his much beloved Ferrari, TZM Preacher in the Red Bull, TMT Legend coming back after a little while off, I believe, in the Williams, Chevy Wolves in the Red Bull, Sorokin in Haas, Paul in Hell in the Aston Martin, Vrooms in the Haas, Dilby in the Alpine, and we have Yahuga disqualified straight away here, so he will be starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah, not sure what's happened there. He's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane exit. So, yeah, I don't know if he can enlighten us with what happened there. But, yeah, we're seeing F1, GG McClutch. He's saying, hello, everyone. How excited he is for his first race in over 13 months. Good luck tonight, mate. Hope you do well. We are seeing, I believe it's Panda actually starting a lap at the moment. I might take us on board with him, Keeper. And we'll see how he goes through his lap. But there's plenty of... Whoa, what the... Then we've seen someone smashing into the wall there. When Narismo's retired from the session, so that's crazy. Plenty of traffic for Panda to work with. They look... Someone's racing him on the outside, so this is really crazy with what's happening on this first lap here. He's getting a nice toe down this straight, though. Hopefully they get out of the way. I believe that's a V-carb in front of him. I'm not sure who's in that V-carb, but they are in the way, causing all sorts of trouble there. Maybe Milano is on a lap as well. I think he's the V-carb there. This has been all sorts of drama so far in this Div 5 race here, Keeper. I don't know what to say, mate.
Yeah, that's definitely Milano, and he's on a lap. He's in hot lap. He's burning his battery, so it might just be a case of a slower driver in front here, both on hot laps. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens. I don't really think you're in trouble if you're doing an active lap, so they might just need to work out each other's abilities and space themselves correctly as the session goes on here so they can get a good solid lap in.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. They need to work out each other's abilities. And we've seen Milano. Panda now goes fastest with the fastest lap, but definitely got impeded. So I think there's plenty of time there for Panda. Yeah, plenty of drama on that first lap there, Keeper.
Oh, definitely was a lot of drama there, mate.
We're seeing VV Roms, or I think that's how, or it might be Vroms. I'm not sure how you say his name. He might be able to let us know later. But he goes P2 with a 125.8. So I definitely expect these laps to start quickening up as we get through the night. At the moment, we are seeing JZD. He's our host tonight in that Williams. That Williams livery looks what was that V car doing just there? Not too sure. There's been some interesting stuff happening here early. We do know some of these guys are new drivers and that, so we don't want to be too harsh on them, but we don't want to be seeing anything too out of the ordinary. But yeah, Jay, back to what I was saying. Jay-Z, he's our host tonight. He's in that Williams. How good does that Williams livery look under the lights of Abu Dhabi here, keeper?
It looks very, very nice indeed, mate. I love it. I myself raced in an alternate livery last night in the Visa Cash App, mate, and I think it's a great part of the game here, bringing in some alternate liveries and being able to, you know, switch between them at certain races. But yeah, everyone seems to be loving them in pre-season, and it looks very nice under the lights of Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, absolutely. Sick Party saying the Williams livery doesn't look as good as the Kick livery. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. I think the Williams one looks good. The V-Carb one definitely looks good, the pink one. As we see, Jay-Z comes up to the line now. What time is Jay-Z going to do? He's going to put himself up into P5 with a 125.8. So a couple of guys now with 125.8s. We're seeing Roll Me One Kenobi. He's got a 25.4 on the board. Shining Swarm. He's been improving all the time, keeper. What have you made of Shining Swarm's pre-season so far, mate?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. He's definitely been improving. He's putting in the hard work, and I think he's had a pretty good preseason. Had a solid race last night. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of contact early on in our race last night that he raced in. But you know, we've spoken about it and we're all good. So yeah, he'll be looking to try and have an unaffected race tonight and show what he can do, because he definitely has the pace. He's passionate and he's looking for a good seat. As TMT Legend goes top with a 125.2 there in his return to Rush Racing preseason.
Yeah, wow, now we're seeing Paul in Hell has absolutely smashed the times out of the park. He's done a 24.2, so he is 1 second in front of everybody else. So that is a fantastic time from Paul in Hell so far tonight, mate. Chevy Wolves is on a lap, but he has invalidated, so he won't be putting a time on the board with this first one here. We're seeing Naya Eshe. I think that might be how you say it. Eshe lad. He's in the Ferrari. I have to see what he can do. He's in the pit at the moment, so he hasn't set a lap. Dilby is not sure what Dilby's up to at the moment. He's got no battery, and he's didn't set a better time on that lap, so not sure why he didn't come into the pits. That's an interesting one. We've got Grego. He's in the McLaren, mate. He's on a lap at the moment. Looking to improve on that 126.3. Had a little bit of a snap there by the looks of it, from what I've seen so far. Burning down through this next sector. 20% battery. Back into hot lap. This can be a tricky little turn to get through. This is where you can make a lot of time on this track here, keeper. He does it quite nicely. Takes a lot of the outside curb, as you need to do. Birds it down through this sector, down into the hotel sector. Now, this sector is another sector where you can make a lot of time. Doesn't use much of the outside curb there. Runs a little bit wide. That's going to cost him plenty of time there. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Plenty of battery to burn down to the line here as he comes down to the last turn. He's going to get on that battery, is he? No, he's not. And he's going to come down to the line. He's going to do a 125.8 and put himself up into P7 there, keeper.
Yeah, mate. Sorry, just trying to get one of the drivers that's arriving late into the session here, but I can't seem to find a request from him, so it's a bit unfortunate. Yeah,
if you just want to keep with that at the moment, I'm seeing Panda's on an outlap. Dilby, I'm not sure what Dilby's up to at the moment. Maybe Dilby's going to be going back into the pits, I believe. If you don't know him as Dilby, that is Durr. We're seeing a few cars on outlaps. Nobody's on a real lap at the moment, apart from B Roms or Veroms. He's in that Haas, and he's burning through the first sector at the moment. Plenty of battery, 90%, burning it down to 70%. Down into this tricky corner, you want to get a good exit out of here and burn down this straight. Looks like he's done it nicely so far. Doesn't opt to stick onto the on the blue sector of the track here, as a lot of people do on Abu Dhabi. But he burns all the way down to 35%, so he uses plenty of the battery. Down to the tricky chicane. Sends it a little bit deep. He's in none. Back on the battery now though. Gets the DRS open. Slap's not looking too bad from Brom so far. Just sends it a little bit deep in a couple of corners here. does it very nicely through here. Takes plenty of the curb. Doesn't opt to burn through there though, and runs in none. So that's an interesting move to run in none instead of medium. Still running in none through the hotel sector. He's got so much battery to work with here. There's plenty of time could be in this lap, but he's yeah, not burning much battery at all. Let's see what sort of time he does as he burns down to the line at 1:25.8. Yeah, there's plenty of time in that lap there, Keeper. What do you reckon?
Yeah, plenty of time still in there, mate. Interesting to run in none during quali. Don't see that too often, so be interesting to see if he does that again when he comes out next time.
Yeah, we're seeing Panda come down to the chicane now. We've seen Milano. He pops up and he puts himself with a 1:24.3, so he's done it really good there. Panda's on the lap now in the Ferrari. He's got no battery though down this back sector here, so he's got nothing to work with down through here. But he does make a little bit up through here. Sends it wide out into the curb, looking not to invalidate. Doesn't invalidate there. Burns down into this hotel sector. Keeps it nice so far. What is Panda going to be able to achieve? We know he's been putting in a bit of work over the off season. Can he put himself up into the top 3? Let's see what he can do. Coming into the final corner here, Keeper takes us away.
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm still trying to get this bloke
Oh, yep.
Sorry.
Well, Panda's put himself up into the top 3, just like we asked. So the Ferraris both in the top 5 here. They're doing a fantastic job at the moment. We got Romeo and Kenobi. He looks like he might be on a lap here. He's come through the chicane. What's he doing as he comes towards the end of Sector 2? What is the time going to be? Is he improving? No, he's not. He's 2/10 over his time. Sirotkin may be improving. He's coming down towards the chicane as well. So he's going to come down now. He's running in hot lap. So a few of these guys running in hot lap. Not sure if they realise or not. It is a little bit better to run in medium in qualifying rather than hot lap. But he's coming down. He's going 6/10 faster. So he's on a very good lap here. We'll stick with him through this final sector. Doing a fantastic job in the Haas is Sirotkin. I don't know how much the TP's seen of this guy last season, but he did do a fair few races in the reserve program. He's been improving as the season's been going on, and he's been doing a very good job in the preseason so far, looking for that seat. As we see, Pauline Hell goes fastest again. He puts himself into 1:23, so fantastic job from him. What's Sirotkin going to do? Sirotkin puts himself into P3, so fantastic lap from him, a 1:24.4. So great lap from him. Chevy Wolves, where is he at the moment? He is coming through the final sector. He's got plenty of battery to work with here, Chevy Wolves. 1:24.6 on the board already, and he's into the pits, so he must have finished the lap. We got Naya Eshe. Naya Eshe is on a lap at the moment, coming down to the end of Sector 2. Is it going to be an improvement? Are we seeing Naya Eshe improving? We are slightly. It's a slight improvement. Can it be a good last sector for Naya Eshe in the Ferrari? Can they get themselves into a 1:24? We'll have to wait and see. Running in that hot lap, like we've seen a few guys doing already tonight. How you going, Keeper, with the invites?
I've tried to get Grego back in, but he's now disappeared off my friends list, and I can't seem to get in contact with Damo about what his EA is to add him in, so I've just left it.
Yep, if they don't add you, mate, that's on them. That's on them.
He apparently added me, but it hasn't come through on my end, so I was going to add him, but I can't get his EA, so...
Yeah, well, if you're not responding and you're not adding, there's not much you can do about that. Shining Swarm is on a lap at the moment. He's running in hot lap as well, so plenty of these guys running in hot lap, Keeper. What's your thoughts on that, mate?
Yeah, I've found in this game that it's usually better to run in medium to get the best use out of your battery and quality, but there are still a few people that like to do hot lap, and there's I know a few setup places that still recommend running hot lap, so I guess it just depends down to what information you got and what you prefer, but me personally, I'd be running in medium to try and make it last out the lap, especially around some of these longer tracks. As he comes around here to the second last corner, which is not my friend in quali last night. Heading around to the last corner now, looking to try and improve his time here is Shining Piastri. To move up from P10, and he moves up into P5 with a 1:24.7. So that's a bit more competitive there, and I think he's going to struggle to get back into the pits to get back out again. So that may be his last run.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be tough for him to get back around and get back out. Now, we're seeing F1 GG McClutch. He's in the chat, and that is Grego8776, and he's on a outlap now. He's saying, I'm here, guys. If you want to become a full-time driver, F1 GG McClutch, I know you signed up as a reserve, mate, but if you're really enjoying yourself, mate, and you really want to get a part of it, and you really want to secure your full-time seat, you have until tomorrow to let me know whether that is what you want to do. But what we will do, Keeper, we're going to follow this McLaren around on his outlap, and you can take us away for a hot lap with F1 GG McClutch.
Alrighty, sounds good, mate. Here, so yeah, as you said, going around on his outlap here. Current times are 1:25.8. He'll be looking to try and knock a fair few tenths off that if he wants to be starting up a little bit higher here. So this could be one of those all or nothing, absolutely sending it laps here, because he knows what time he needs to get to move up, and he needs solid 5 tenths just to move up 2 positions. So he'll be putting absolutely everything he's got in here as he comes around the last corner now to start his lap and head down the home straight. And straight onto the battery there, burning it down to about 80% before he turns into turn 1 here. And he's running in hot lap as well. We've got another one as he burns down to 80% again. Heading around down towards the hairpin here, where we will then go into our first DRS zone. And still running in hot lap here, so that's obviously his preference on this one as he heads around that hairpin onto the straight, starts burning his battery, jumps off at 60% and takes the DRS, not burning his battery down, just running in hot lap with the DRS open there into this little chicane. Can cause many chaos in the first lap with some of the drivers here, and straight back onto the batteries. He comes out of that chicane into the DRS zone and lets go of the battery again here in the DRS zone. And yeah, down to the fourth into this long bending left-hander here, taking that in fourth up into fifth there, and straight back onto the battery again as he continues to burn down the right-hander here. He'll come off with about 30% battery left, so still plenty there for this stage of the lap. Back around this left-hander in third. I know a lot of people like to take that in fourth. I personally struggle doing it with anything but third. As he heads around the second last corner here, around to the last corner, plenty of battery left to burn here as he comes around. And it's going to be a 1:24.8, so he's found like nearly a full second there. So that's a great lap from Grego there. 1 second improvement on his previous time, putting him up into P6.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic lap from him there, as we've seen. We see Chevy Wolves. He's just starting a lap now in that Red Bull. He's in P4 at the moment. We're seeing Sorokin still in the pits. We're seeing Milano still in the pits. So them guys aren't doing another lap. We're seeing Paulin Hill, our pole sitter at the moment. He's on an outlap. Is he? I don't even think he might not even get to the line in time to do a lap. So can someone knock him off? We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be very touch and go. We'll wait and see if Paulin Hill can get to the line in time. It's 2, it's 1. He's out of time. He's not going to be able to do a lap, so he is done. Chevy Wolves, can he knock him off? He is coming down through Sector 2 at the moment. Is he improving? We're going to have to wait and see. It's only by a 10th at the moment, so that's not going to be enough to get him pole. Grego is done. Jay-Z is done. Vroms, what's Vroms doing? He looks like he may not be improving. I'm not too sure what's happened with him. He's definitely not improving. He's pulled out. Panda, is he improving? He is coming down to the end of, well, not the end of Sector 1. He's coming to the start of Sector 2. So he's coming down now, down this DRS straight. The cars are going to get out of his way. He's going to be burning down. He doesn't have much battery to work with here, Keeper. Chevy Wolves does go pole. Actually, I'll take it back. He just took pole off Paulin Hill. So Chevy Wolves goes P1. Who else is improving? TMT's done. Milano's done. Sorotkin's done. Grego's done. Jay-Z's done. Vroms is pulled out of his lap. Panda, can he cause some mayhem? His teammate is just in front of him as well. Can he cause mayhem? We're going to have to wait and see. You've got Moose. He is in the Red Bull as well. He's on a lap. Can he improve? What's he going to do? He's in P14 at the moment. He's going to cross the line before these guys. No, he can't improve. Panda can though, he goes to P6, so Panda's going to be starting from P6 with a 24.5, and that will be our grid and our starting order. Keeper, what's your thoughts on the qualifying, mate?
Yeah, I think that's a great qualifying. As you said earlier, there's a lot of new drives on this grid, and they have just been shown by the more experienced drivers returning from last season. There, as you can see, Chevy Wolves, Pauline Hill, and TMT Legend all in the top 3. Kind of what I expected because I know what they're capable of. I don't really know too much about a lot of the other guys other than some of the ones that raced a little bit last week. And obviously Mr. Panda, he's been working very hard to improve over the course of the season. He'll be very happy seeing himself in P6 there and putting his name up in his favourite Ferrari. But yeah, pretty much top 3, wouldn't have it in any particular order, about what I expected from those 3. I thought their experience had shined through tonight, and it has in quali. Now they just need to put it together in the race.
Yeah, definitely. That's the experience of this division. You got Chevy Wolves, you got Pauline Hill, TMT. When David comes back as well, he will be in amongst that as well. That's the benchmark of this division. That's where you need to get to, boys. And they're setting the tone tonight. They're showing them how it's done. This is going to be a fantastic race. Are we going to see anybody from outside that top 3 really put their name forward tonight here, Keeper? Have you got your eye on anybody that you can see outside those top 3 that we already know what they can do? Have you got your eye on anybody there?
I'm really interested to see 2 guys have been putting a lot of effort and really want to get their names out there. They want to get a drive and they've got goals for this season. I'll be watching Mr. Panda and Shining Swarm very closely in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think definitely I know Panda's been putting in some time, but one guy that I really want to mention that's been putting in a lot of work. I've seen him across many leagues now. He's really putting his name out there. He's putting in a lot of time. He's Shining Swarm, and he's really been improving a lot over the last month. He's really been impressing me, and I'm really keen. If he gets a full-size seat in Division 5 this season, I think he can really give this Division 5 a real good shake this season, mate.
Oh, 100%. We've seen it last season in a couple of divisions, and I'm sure we'll see it again this season. Once guys start putting that extra work in, you just see a really good natural progression over the course of the season. And I think like you said, he's one that will definitely, I think you'll see he might be just off the pace of the more experienced guys at the moment, but as the season rolls on, I think he will wind them in. I think he will definitely be up the front there.
Takes away for the start, mate.
5 red lights and lights out, and away we go here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And we've got Chevy Wolves leading the way here, off to a good start into turn 1 by himself. Paul Henry Milano's got off to a good start there, up into P3. TMT Legend dropping back into P4. As Chevy Wolves is already 1.5 seconds out. What a start. And we have a safety car already, do we?
Yeah, someone's...
Is it a safety car?
Nah, it's not a
Someone's
safety.
stuck on the start. Yahuga's got stuck on the start, and everyone's backed right off, so I think Chevy Wolves' time will come back in once he gets it under the delta there, and it has. He's back in under a second now. So we must have a virtual safety car here, I would say.
What has happened to Sponk? He's pulled over on the side of the track. He's stuck there on the side of the track. He's just sitting there. I don't know what is going on here. Yahuga spun on the start. Crazy. Now he's just sitting here on the side of the track. This is not ideal. This is not what we want to see. Disqualified from the session, parked in a dangerous location. That is not what we want to see. We don't want to see that. So, don't be doing that.
And he's the one that just got disqualified from qualifying too, I believe, was he not?
Yeah. Yeah,
so
Spock, if you're listening,
not a weekend to remember.
If you're listening, Spock, don't want to see that stuff, mate. We don't want that in the league. Honestly, that's not good. But let's see. We'll get back to the start here, and we'll get everybody else underway.
And
yeah,
we will. And Chevy Wolves is off to an absolute fly there. He's gapped right out the start. He's at 8/10. It's starting to be brought back in a little bit here now by Pauline Hill. But Milano has been caught sleeping out to 1.3 second gap here. And if these front 2 can work together, they could really pull away from the rest of the pack here, getting a gap that big this early on in the race. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out if Milano can close that back in now. TMT Legend obviously putting a lot of pressure on. As you go down the order, you can see Nia Eshe about 6/10, so everything's about 6/10 away, but Shining Swarm is right there with Nia Eshe, probably one of the closest battles we've got there at the moment, so watch that one closely. And Mr. Panda's had a very bad start down the back there. He's dropping from P6 down to P12 in that first lap, unfortunately. But Shining Piastri here as we make our way down through this first DRS zone here. We've got a bit of a DRS train, so it makes it hard to get moves done sometimes. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
I'll just jump in quickly, mate. Can you try and get Grego an invite, mate? He's just been kicked out of the session.
If no worries, not an issue. Mate. Can do that straight away.
Back to the action. We do have Durr. He's trying to get a move done on Sirotkin. Nothing doing at the moment so far. We see Moose. He's got a 10-second corner cutting penalty, which is unfortunate for him down there in P15. Close little battle here though. Durr is on the back, or Dilby. He's on the back of Sirotkin trying to get a move done. Yahuga has left the session, which I'm not surprised by that. Shining Swarm looking to try get that move done back on Naya Eshe, as we see Paulin Hell now goes the fastest lap, and Paulin Hell's in the front, so we've had a bit of a change in the lead there. Not sure what's happened to Chevy Wolves there, but now Paulin Hell is in the lead, and Chevy Wolves is just in the DRS, as Milano now gets back into the DRS as well, so that's going to help him out greatly. TMT and P4. This is a nice little battle up the front there, though, but they're pretty spaced out. Jay-Z doing a fantastic job in the Williams so far. So the Williams is P4, P5 at the moment, doing a fantastic job. We're seeing TMTs in the standard Williams livery. We're seeing Jay-Z's in the alternate. So it's good to see them both there. Naya Eshe looking to get some more moves done. He did get past Shining Swarm just on the previous lap, and he is now all over the back of these two Williams. Can he get a move done down this straight here? We'll have to have a look, see what's happening. He's got absolutely no battery to work with there compared to TMT and Jay-Z, so he's not going to be able to get the job done at the moment. Shining's just sitting there patiently in that kick at the moment, saving a bit of battery. Just interesting to see. He's running in medium through this sector here. Definitely can save a lot more battery if you go none, but there's a good little battle in front there. Naya Eshe and Jay-Z going at it. Fantastic little battle at the moment. We'll stay on board here with Naya Eshe. Shining Swarm looking to get involved as well. Nothing doing at the moment. Taking out that blue marker on the inside. That's down on the track. That could be a little bit of a hazard for some of the guys if they hit that. Grego's joined back, so that's good to see. Hopefully he can get himself in the race. But that's a fantastic move there from Naya Eshe. Up the inside. Jay-Z's going to come back. What a little battle. A little bit of time moment. Jay-Z's off the track. Oh no. That's unfortunate for him. Now Shining Swarm. Can he pick up the pieces? Naya Eshe's in front of him. Shining Swarm's going to have plenty of battery to work with down this straight. He's going to have the DRS. Naya Eshe's going to have nothing to work with. Can Shining Swarm get the move done? Keeper, take over.
Yep, so Shining Swarm going down the inside here, into getting ready to the chicane. He gets the move done well in advance there, so that's good. Shouldn't be any battle back here from that overtake. No switch pack opportunity because he got it done nice and early. He's done very, very well there. And now the work here for Shining Swarm, he's completely cleared him now. Something's happened to Naya Eshe there in the background.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen him drop. I didn't actually see what happened, but he's dropped well back. He's behind Dilby now, and Mr. Panda now going past him as well. So something has definitely happened to the Ferrari driver there, as Moose has retired from the session. He's retired on track, which is a big no-no as well. So Moose, that's that's not things we want to see in here as well, mate. So that's a big no-no, mate. Retiring on track. Yeah, we don't want to see that. What else are we seeing here, Keeper? We are seeing a battle in the P3. Not really. They're a little bit separated at the moment. We are seeing a battle in the mid-pack. We're seeing Naya Eshe getting the job done on Panda. Not sure what's happened there. He got the job done pretty easily. Moose has left the session, so...
Two hustlers are battling here.
Yeah. Don't want to see people retiring on track. That's no good. Jay-Z is in the pits, so something's happened to him as well. He's had to pit early. Off those hard tyres too. So let's see what tyres everybody is on. But... oh, he's pitted onto another set of hard tyres. So that's interesting. He's going to have to pit again. You're seeing... Panda started on the softs, so it'd be interesting to see how those softs go. They'll probably be starting to hurt by now, but he might go softs straight to the hards. We'll have to see what he can do. Dilby or Durr, he's in P8. Not really making up too many positions at the moment. Sorokin's having a pretty good race here. Veroms has ran wide. Sorokin going up the inside. The two Hasses going neck and neck. Down into the next section. Can Sorokin make it stick? He can. So Sorokin is up into P6. He's having a pretty good race so far. He keep up. Shining Swarm, he's in P5. He's in all sorts of free air at the moment. TMT's just dropped off from these front three at the moment. We see Nia O'Shea. He gets a 3-second penalty. This looks like a race in 3 at the moment here, Keeper.
Yeah, it's a few different battle packs going on here, isn't there? So you can see the front 3 are all within DRS of each other now, and they've been battling pretty hard at the front there too, I believe. As we got a virtual safety car. We have a... What is it? A Williams of... No, the RB of Narismo in the wall here.
I think this is a full safety car.
That's saying virtual.
I think the safety car's coming out on the track, man. I think this is a full safety car.
So it's about to get swapped over, and we've got another disqualification for parking in a dangerous location. I did manage to get down on that. It looked like it was just stuck on the throttle in the wall there and just spinning the wheels. That was... Yeah, don't know what's happened there. I've only caught the back end of that.
That's not ideal either, mate. You need to go into reverse, and you... Oh, Spinxy's really sorry, guys. My pedals disconnected in quality and my steering wheel stopped work. I think that's Sponk who said that in the chat. Sponk, let us know if that was you, mate. Sorry to hear if you're sorry to hear if you what's it called? If your pedals and that have failed you, mate.
Technical issues.
Yeah, that's not ideal, mate. Hopefully you can get that resurrected by the time the season starts, mate. Sorry to hear that. So you had technical issues. So all forgiven, Sponk, mate. These things happen, mate. Technical issues, they happen. There is Mo. Not too sure if you were hearing, mate, but I don't know what was happening there, driving into the wall. That's that's not on either. Some of these guys, I know it's Division 5 or whatever, we're new drivers, but we don't want to be doing stuff like that. As we're seeing people coming into the pits now, Pauline Hill's in, Chevy's in, Milano is in. And we're seeing It's Dito's redeemed an onboard view for 1 lap for TMT. Do you want that scouting? Do you want that under? Do you want that under safety car, Dito, or do you want to wait till the races start? Yeah, okay, we'll go on the restart, mate. Yeah, I was thinking we don't really want to see him under the safety car, do we?
Might be a bit of TP scouting going on here. The other TPs might get a bit of insight as well, a bit of info.
Yeah, any other TPs in here? If you want to see, if you're having a look at some of these drivers, get some onboard views in for the stream. We'll go on board with a driver you might be looking at, and we can definitely make that happen. It's interesting to note, actually, TMT is actually selected to drive into Williams tonight, so maybe that might be a bit of something that's going on. Dito might be cooking up a bit of TMT magic.
It would not be a bad move at all. We've seen what he's capable of last year. He's you've still got a couple of experienced people to come back that are away at the moment, but he's one of the experienced guys on this Div 5 grid, and we all know that consistency can pick you up a lot of points. So yeah, it might be something that Williams are looking into.
Yeah, while we got the chance here, Keeper, while we're under this safety car, I might talk about a few of these guys, actually. Like, we know about TMT, we know about Chevy Wolves, we know about Pauline Hill, but this guy that I'm on board with at the moment, Milano, he reserved a couple of times last season, didn't have the best of luck. This is one guy that I've seen during this pre-season. I've been super impressed with him, and I think there'll be a few TPs. Well, I'll be very surprised if there's not a few TPs really looking at this guy, because the things that I've been seeing from him have been pretty good over the pre-season, and I expect a big season from him if he has the full season. Yeah, he's one to look out for. I think another one that's been impressing me in this pre-season, Keeper, is Sorokin in the Haas. He's been doing a pretty good job. I know he was on holiday early when we had the trials and stuff, but his races since he's been back, he's been pretty good. Not the greatest in qualifying so far. If he can manage his qualifying a little bit better, his race pace has been very good. Have you got your eyes on anybody here, Keeper?
Yeah, I'm still getting to know some of these new guys, mate, that I don't know a lot about. But yeah, I think Dilby's another one who seems very keen seems to have a decent.
Sorry,
Decent.
keeper.
I don't.
What is happening here? Under the
I have
safety
no
car.
idea what is going
There's
on right
lots of
now.
penalties going in. There was cars stopped all over the track. But yeah, go back to what you're saying about Dilby, mate.
No, I think Dilby will be one to watch and be interesting to see. I think he's shown enough, especially in terms of his eagerness and commitment to warrant getting picked up as well. And we all know that if you get into a team with the right TP, right environment, put in the practice, you can turn any of these new blokes into one of the best drivers in the division by the end of the season. So I think he's one to watch too, and I think would be on the eye. Yeah, a few TPs might have their eye on him as well. I think he's one of those that's showing that he's very eager to learn and very eager to get going. So I think when you've got new people that are showing how eager they are, it gives them a bit of a legs up on those ones that are new that aren't really showing as much interest.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get restarted real quick, I will touch on Vera Robs. It's his first race tonight, so he's one to look out for in his last 12 laps. We haven't seen too much of Robbie One Kenobis, so he'll be one to look out for as well in P11. Grego, it's his first race tonight. He's 13 months, as he told us in the stream, so he'll be one to look out for too in his last 12 laps. And we got Nia Eshe, first race as well. He's on the mediums, going to be one to watch out for. But back to the front keeper, takes us away for the restart. We are with Pauline Hill.
Yep, so here we go. See, the safety car is coming in here. Pauline Hill's backing the grid right up here. He's got control. He can go when he wants to go. So this will be interesting to watch and see when he goes. And he's taken off now. Has he caught? Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, no, he has taken off. And they've stuck with him here. He hasn't really got away from him too much. So that's a really good, clean restart from the top 4 or 5 drivers there. We know it can get caught off guard as Mr. Pandas drop into position early here. Not a great restart for him as he's under the pressure from Dilby, who moves up into P7 on this restart there. And down the back further, you can see Vroms is in a bit of a battle here amongst Mr. Panda and Jay-Z here. So this could be an interesting little battle we'll see here as they come into the DRS zone. Obviously not activated yet until next lap. But already you can see these 3 races basically going on again as we've got gaps in between. You got the top 3 and then there's a big gap and then you got another 3 cars and then another big gap. So it's kind of... Whoa, as the Ferraris make contact. Oh my gosh, down the back. Sorry, I was just slightly off you for a second there. But yeah, bit of chaos going on down the back there at the moment on this safety car restart.
Oh, wow, wowee! These Ferraris are getting their arms out. What's going on there? Was that Panda that got a bit of a missing wing there? Or that was... Yeah, there's a bit of contact there, but yeah, Panda come off the worst there. Yeah, he's got a missing end plate there. There was a bit of contact there. We're missing 2. He's missing 2 end plates, is he? No, I think he's... Or is he? Oh, he is. Yep, that's a fair bit of contact there for Panda. He's probably going to have to come and get a new wing. We've seen he's got a 3-second penalty as well coming into the pit lane. That might be Panda's not done. We'll have to wait and see whether he sticks at it. As we're seeing a nice little battle here between Romy One Kenobis and Grego. Grego is F1 GG Clutch. What happened to the onboard? Oh, yeah, onboard. Sorry. Far out. We forgot about the onboard. We can do the onboard now. We'll go with TMT. Sorry, boys.
Oh, no.
What a time to do an onboard. Shining Swarm just goes straight past him. TMT is going to look to get that position back. Running in none. He's going to have DRS down this straight, I believe. He's going to get it open. Shining Swarm will not have DRS. He does have a penalty as well. Choosing not to burn, though, interestingly, from TMT. So he's just running in medium. Just going to sit behind him. He's going to bide his time. We might just stick with TMT for another lap. See if he has another go down on him, since I was a little bit behind the schedule there. We might do a little bit longer with TMT, give him a bit more air time. I do love seeing the Williams on board. I do love the Williams on board. I am very fond of it. Even though it has your name on there, keeper, has it everywhere.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
You must love it too.
It was a fantastic race in the Williams, mate, with your name on the car. Not many people get that opportunity.
Yeah, when I was keeper's teammate, I'd get in the car and I'd actually spit on my car just quietly. But nah, I don't say that. I actually enjoyed being keeper's teammate. It was actually a good time, and I hope he gets a seat for this next season. And I think he'll do a fantastic job. But enough about us. Can TMT get a move done down these 2 DRS sections? Shining Swarm's got himself back into DRS on Paul in Hell though. So Shining Swarm doing a fantastic job at the moment in that kick Sauber. I'm sure Sick Party will be loving it. Sick Party saying, I think these comms are a bit biased towards... Oh, come on, man. You're a Williams driver too, Sick Party. Don't be like that. We just love zinger boxes around here. As we have TMT is not burning down again here, so we will jump off board with TMT. Sirotkin is out of the DRS, so he's not going to be able to get anything done. Dilby is dropping 2 seconds behind Sirotkin. BV Roms, he is closing in to the back of Dilby. Jay-Z is trying to get back into it too. Naya Esche is starting to get back into it on those medium. Oh, he's missing an end plate too. The Ferraris, they've done the ultimate Ferrari strat, haven't they? Lamb will be absolutely loving seeing this from the Ferraris, I'm sure, at the moment. As Sick Party can probably confirm, his brother would be absolutely loving it. At the front, we got Milano in front. When did this happen? And we got a safety car. Do we? No? It's just saying safety car. Is that a glitch?
It's a safety car glitch.
It's a glitch. It's a glitch. Stressless guys in the chat. Milano is in front. Chevy Wolves is behind. Not sure how he got in front, but he's doing a fantastic job, and he's been my man to watch out for the pre-season. Can anybody take this lead off him? Chevy Wolves is going to be pursuing him down this DRS straight. They're going to come up to the chicane. He shows the nose a little bit. Nothing doing at the moment. The V-Carb holding off the bigger brother of the Red Bull at the moment. Runs a bit wide there, does Milano. Maybe a little warning. We'll have to see. Chevy is burning down, though. Into this next corner. Is he going to be able to get it done? Milano's got no battery. Chevy having a look up the inside. He is going to get the move done. Runs a bit wide. Can Milano come back at the moment? No, he can't. Has a little bit of look around the outside. Nothing doing for him. So Chevy Wolves is going to be our leader of this race. VV Roms gets a 3-second penalty. Bit of a battle happening down there as well. Keeper, we might go down to the end, see what's happening. Take us away.
Yep, so you can see here, very big battle here, just building up behind Dilby here. We could have a 3-way battle here on this next lap. It's going to be an interesting one, as you can see. Dilby has a lot of battery to defend with, though. He has an absolute ton more battery than the other guys around him. And he'll be trying to use that to his advantage here as he extends the gap out here as much as he can. This is the best spot to obviously extend your gap out if you can do it, because if you don't have that big gap on that long DRS straight, it makes it very, very hard to be able to defend absolutely anything. Here is Jay-Z and Vroms have just swapped positions there. So Jay-Z up into 8th now, but they've been battling and they've dropped off the back of Dilby here. So Dilby's done very well to get away from them a little bit. As you can see, Jay-Z in the Williams there has a small lead over Vroms, and Vroms has the battery advantage here. So if he doesn't get it done here, he might get it done in the next section, but he's going to come down the inside here, Vroms, and Jay-Z's going to get the elbows out there, and he holds his position, but can he hold it down this DRS straight as well with more battery on Vroms' husk there as he goes around the outside and gets the move done. Very nicely done there. Just had the extra battery, set him up, didn't stress too much about battling him through that chicane, and got the move done in the next DRS zone.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been very impressed with Vroms' race so far tonight. I haven't seen him before, but doing a fantastic job there. That was a really nice overtake. Thought better of it to not try and get the overtake done in the first sector there. Waited for his opportunity and then got it done nicely around the outside. So he's going to be one to look out for. I'm sure the TPs will be very impressed to see with that bit of racecraft there from him, from a Div 5 driver. As we look up the order a bit, nothing much happening. These sort of guys at the front here, Milano, Paul and Hell, they're all sort of in a DRS train, but not close enough to get a move done, so nothing really happening at the moment. TMT is there in P5. Can he get the move done on Shining Swarm? Can he get it done on track? Shining Swarm doing a good job at the moment, but does have that penalty. Sorotkin's now got himself back into DRS too, so he'll be looking to get back into this fight as well. As we are seeing TMT, he's going for the move on Shining Swarm. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can in the Williams. Shining Swarm will get a dose of DRS to get it back. Bit of curb taken there from TMT. Can Shining get the job done? He has no battery to work with though. TMT has plenty of battery. He's been waiting patiently. Can he break him? Looks like he's going to get the job done here, Keeper.
Yeah, that was good show of experience there from TMT. And Shining Swarm didn't really look like he tried to defend it too much. He gave him plenty of space to get that move done. And I don't know if that's lack of experience on not wanting to defend hard, or if it was, you know, a bit more experience and he's just lived to fight another day, slot him behind him, sit behind him for a little bit, build the battery back up, and then try and make his move back to him. It'd be interesting to see how this one plays out, because they are in pretty much a three-way battle here with Sorotkin, Shining Swarm, and TMT. As Sorotkin is just starting to drop off back a little bit here. He'll be looking to try and hold on to the back of Shining Swarm as much as he possibly can there. You don't want to lose DRS if you can avoid it. As Milano up the front in P2's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. So that is unfortunate with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, it's sent a bit of debris flying there. I wonder what's happened there. Has he lost an end plate or something? I'm not too sure what's happened there, but a bit of something happened anyway. And that brings TMT right into the podiums now. The one guy that has been he's just been sitting behind Shining Swarm and TMT here, Sorotkin. He's been playing the smart game here. He's just been saving his battery up, waiting, looking for a mistake from these guys, and he can put himself up into a podium position if these guys make a bit of a slip up just in front of him with 5 laps to go. I think he's playing the smart game here, Keeper.
I think you're right. He has a lot more battery than the other guys just in front of him, and with 2 of the guys just in front of him basically having, well, they do have penalties. Playing the smart game is not a bad way to go here. He obviously want to get it done on track if he can. Show the TPs what he has got on track in terms of getting an overtake done. But as you can see, he's got plenty of battery. He's probably just going to let it just sit there in that spot for another couple of laps there, and then try and get it done in the last couple of laps. He doesn't want to burn all that battery now and then be on the same level as them. So he would just sit in behind them, build that battery up, make his move with a couple of laps to go, and maybe even pick up a couple extra positions through penalties as well. So, like you said, playing a very smart game here, Nishka.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful though that Shining Swarm doesn't get dropped out of that DRS, because TMT has a lot of battery, and as we see, he's burning it, and he's put Shining Swarm out of the DRS, so Shining Swarm is going to come under all sorts of pressure now from Sorotkin. This is the time Sorotkin has to pounce. He's going to burn down this straight. Shining Swarm's got no battery. He's going to be under all sorts of pressure here from the Haas driver. Can the Haas get the job done? Looks like he's going to be patient, not going to go for the moves just yet. He's going to wait for the next straight, but he doesn't want to let TMT get too far away. Can he get the move done now? He's going to get the battery. He's got the battery on. He's going to get the DRS wide open. He's going to have a look around the outside on Shining Swarm. He's going to get it done pretty easily by the looks of it, and he's going to start getting out after TMT, and he's closed it within DRS as well. So now, Sorotkin and TMT are going to be battling it out for that final podium position. Les Milano, he's making that gap nearly out to 3 seconds, isn't he, here, Keeper?
Yeah, he is nearly getting that out to 3 seconds here. So that's the thing. Neither of these boys behind him have a penalty, so they need to play the smart game here and not cost themselves time. They could both effectively pick up an extra position. Obviously, Sorotkin will want to get past TMT so he can try and get that podium, but they don't want to lose too much time trying to battle here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing the chat at the moment. Winter's saying Vroms could low-key be a sleeper pick. Oh, I believe you, mate. He's having a fantastic race so far. 4 packs of 3. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a few packs just breaking up, and yeah, some good little battles happening all over the track. Dilby, he looks like he's got some wing damage. He looks like he's just trying to defend for his life against Vroms and Jay-Z at the moment. Jay-Z has to look up the inside, gets the move done. That was a risky move, but very well done from him. No contact there, and the Williams gets himself up into P8 at the moment, and that's for a position on track. He's going to have a look around the outside. Dilby's going to be... They're going to go 3 wide down into the chicane, are they? Dilby looks to defend the inside. Jay-Z on the outside. Wow, how's Dilby held on to that? That was fantastic racing from all three of those guys at the moment. This is a fantastic battle at the moment, keeper. But Milano's had a bit of a mishap here, I think, because TMT is right on his rear now. These guys are, I don't know if they're flying or there's been a mistake somewhere, but they've all been brought into calculations now. You got Sorokin, Shining Swarm, TMT. They're all in a massive battle here, keeper.
Yeah, the big battle here for that P3 position. But if they can get these guys behind, can get past Milano quickly, they've got some good battery. Like TMT's got 90% battery here. He's in prime position here to get past Milano and then push on and potentially put some pressure on Pauline Hill, because he has about 60 to 70% more battery than anyone else around him. That is experience shown right there, bringing in drivers while using no battery at all, and he's in a great position with 2 to 3 laps to go here in this one. As he gets the move done, moves up into P3, gets the move done on track here, and he's 3.1 seconds away, but with the battery he's got, don't rule him out to chasing down Pauline Hill here. He could get this done up into P2 before we get to the end of this race, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. That shows how powerful the DRS is down that straight too, because we just see Milano go from P3 to P6 in the space of one straight. So this is phenomenal. Sorotkin's got no battery to work with. TMT's got plenty of battery there. He's doing a fantastic job, mate. He, as you said, experience there, knowing how to manage that battery. Shining Swarm, he's having a fantastic race. He'd be spewing about that 3-second penalty, but he's right with these guys, and this has been a fantastic battle. And they've dropped Milano so quick here. I'm not sure if Milano's just struggling here these last few laps. Maybe he's struggling with a bit of tyre wear or something like that, but he's dropped right out of DRS contention. We see, don't know what's happened to Durr too. Look at Dilby, he's dropped down to P12, so there might have been a bit of something might have give way there between Vroms, Jay-Z and Dilby, because Dilby's way out of it now, and he's lost his wing completely. He's lost his wing completely, so that's what's happened there, and yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. But Roll Me One Kenobi, he is now having a look at Naya Eshe. Can he get the job done? We haven't seen too much of these guys back here. These are newer drivers, so we'll have a look at these guys at the moment. We are seeing Sorotkin, though. He is putting TMT under all sorts of pressure, but back towards the front as well. We can have a quick look there, see what's going on. He's going up the inside into the chicane. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can at the moment. Dilby retires from the session. Unfortunate for him. Not much he was going to be able to do there without a front wing. But can TMT now get the job done back down the straight, or will he wait for the last lap? That's going to be the question. Shining Swarm having a little look as well, though. He might have a little look too. Nothing doing for him. We see a bit further down, we got Vroms. He is having a look at Jay-Z, but nothing happening there. Romy One Kenobi, he looks like he's dropped off a little bit there. Keeper, go ahead, keeper.
Yeah, so Romy One Kenobi here has dropped off the back a bit, but he'll be looking to try and get up to Naya Eshe here as we are on the penultimate lap here. We're just starting the last lap now, and I'm very interested here. TMT's dropped off the back of Sorotkin a bit here, which is interesting, but he has so much more battery as well up the front. I think this is going to be a very big battle on this last lap here, Nishka.
Yeah, Sorotkin's got to do a little bit here to try and save some of his battery. He's burning everything, looking to try and get TMT out of his DRS. Now TMT's having to burn to try and get back in it. He does get back in it, so there's going to be all sorts of pressure under Sorotkin now through these two DRSs. We will stick with this battle because this is going to be the battle for P3. Looks like Chevy Wolves is going to take this one out. He's 2.8 seconds in front of Pauline Hill. 4 seconds now to Sorotkin in P3. Can TMT make it happen? He's running in down into the chicane. He's going to get a good exit. Can he get the move done on Sorotkin? Sorotkin has not much battery to work with. He's going to have to burn all the way down this straight. TMT is having a look around the outside. Can Sorotkin hold it? No, he can't. TMT goes into P3 in the Williams. Sorotkin having a look around the outside. Nothing doing at the moment as we see TMT looks like he's going to hold it into the hotel section. This is going to be a fantastic little battle. We see Chevy Wolves coming down to the last corner. He is going to be the winner of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix last pre-season race. He's going to take the win. You're going to have Pauline Hill in second. TMT coming down to the line. Sorokin all over the back of him, having a look on the inside. TMT keeps it. Sorokin P4. Shining Sword P5. Milano, he is in P6, but he does have some penalties. Is he going to drop down? We're going to have to wait and see. He crosses the line in P6. Jay-Z goes P6. Milano P7. Roms P8. Naya Eshe, he's going to come across in P12, but Romulan Kenobi's no pen. He's going to get P9. Naya Eshe P10. Grego is going to be P11. And Mr. Panda's going to round out the top 12 of the 12 that finished, and he's going to be P12. Thoughts on the race, Keeper?
There was a lot to break down in that, but that was a great race, and yeah, Chevy Wolves showed some great pace there. Obviously backed right off at the end there. So Pauline Hell got back to within a second of him as Mr. Panda spins out on the last corner. Doing donuts before finishing the race, apparently. And then, the experience shone through at the end there. As you can see, the top three that started in the top three have all finished in the top three. TMT, that battery management was absolutely phenomenal and showed his experience there, because he went from 80 or 90% battery down to about 20% battery and then build it back up to 90% again to burn it all again on that last lap, all in space of a couple of laps. He just did exactly what he needed to do, saved his battery in the right areas of the track, and was still able to keep in touch with people and absolutely burn it. I'm very impressed with TMT. Their first race back tonight, he's been unwell and was a bit concerned about that TPs wouldn't see his best performance tonight, but I think he has just absolutely shone through in tonight's race and shown all the TPs out there why he would be a very, very valuable asset to their team, because that experience got him onto the podium at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the beauty that you see of Division 5, isn't it? You do see that they get you get the mix of the experience and the old heads, and then you get the new blood, the ones that are learning, and they got a bit of pace to burn, but they learn some new tricks off the old dogs, you would say, and we definitely seen that tonight there with TMT in those last couple of laps. Didn't want to force the move when he didn't have to, saved his battery, and then waited for the right opportunity and got the job done when he had to, and took out the P3. So fantastic from Chevy Wolves. Great drive there for him. ERS failed from laps 16 and 19 for Milano, so really unfortunate for him, because he was having a great race, and he had a really good race, and I think people will be definitely looking out for you, Milano. F1 GD McClutch was saying, hey all, thanks a lot, that was fun. To the commentators, I can't do full-time driver as I do firefight. That's a real shame, mate, but it'd be good to see you on the grid when you can race, because yeah, it was awesome to see you out there, mate, and I hope you really enjoyed yourself tonight. To everyone else who raced tonight, fantastic from all the Div 5 guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in the season. Keeper, much appreciated again, mate. You jumping in the comms box. It's going to be a pleasure doing Div 5 with you this season, mates, and hope you really enjoyed the race, mate. You got any final thoughts before we round this one out, mate?
No, just, any drivers out there that are still sitting in that reserve role that are really enjoying what they're doing, just let the directors know, reach out to Nishka, reach out to Gov, if you want a full-time seat, because the draft is this Friday. You have to tomorrow to let them know, and we would love to see more people putting their hand up.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the draft, we do have the selection order there. We have been showing it after the preseason races, but that is the selection order. If you do fancy driving for one of these teams, reach out to the TPs, let them know that you want to race, and it's been fantastic again from Division 5. We do have one more preseason race. That is tomorrow night. That will be Division 3. Not too sure who's commentating that one, but tune in, same time as tonight. And once Division 3 is done, then all the division placements, they will be getting finalised. Keep an eye out in the Discord. You will see what division you are in. There is 3 days until the draft. It is Friday. I can't wait. I don't know about you, Keeper, but I'm absolutely buzzing. I don't even want to race tomorrow. I don't even want to race. Start the draft. Let's get it underway. Let's get going. Because on Saturday night, we got Division 1, and it's going to be whips are cracking straight from the start, mate.
Oh, 100%. It's very short turnaround between the draft and the start of the first round. So, everyone needs to be ready. It doesn't matter what team you land in the end right now, because you need to be ready to go hit the ground running. Obviously, Division 1 only have 20, probably less than 24 hours to find their team and then get out on the track with them. Obviously, other divisions have a little bit longer, but that practice time or gelling with your new teammate, you might not have it. So get the practice in now, guys. We're starting at Monza in round 1, so bring it on. I can't wait for the draft. I'm so keen. It's so fun not knowing where you're going to be racing, like what car you're going to be racing in next week. There's so many good cars on the grid. And yeah, it'll be really, really good and exciting times here. And I'm really interested to see with the new TPs how they build their teams here. It'll be very interesting to see who wants to gamble on young, fast talent that doesn't have much experience, or if people are going to go for more experience over rapid pace and maybe less racecraft. So it'll be really awesome to see how these TPs build their teams. I'm looking forward to it, Nishka.
Yeah, I can't bloody wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm like Big Kev. I'm excited. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough yap from me and you tonight, Keeper. Absolute pleasure with you again, mate. We will say goodnight. Tune in tomorrow night for Division 3, the final race of the pre-season, and then make sure you are tuning in for Friday. You don't want to miss the draft. It is going to be super. I can't wait. Good night, and see you next time.